A very good morning, children. In today's class, I will be doing your English 1 lesson, The Mask. So please keep your English reader opened on page number 41, lesson, The Mask. Well, children, let me introduce the writer for you. It is Satyajit Ray. If you see, I have displayed his image for you. So he is Satyajit Ray. So if you see in the text, there is a small note on Satyajit Ray. Let me read that for you. Satyajit Ray was a master storyteller who excelled at both writing stories and directing films. He created two of the most famous characters in Bengali fiction, Feluda the sleuth and Professor Shonku the scientist. His stories are simple and entertaining. Well, children, so that is about Satyajit Ray. So he was a storyteller, okay? Not just the storyteller, he was also writing stories and directing films. He was basically directing Bengali films. Okay, and then see, usually when you write stories, you what to say? You create characters. So he created two famous characters like that in one of his Bengali fiction, means in one of his Bengali writing, one by name Feluda. He's a sleuth, none other than um, what do you say? Sleuth is a detective, okay? And Professor Shonku, another character is by name Shonku. He is scientist, professor come scientist, okay? And most of Satyajit Ray's writings were very simple but very entertaining. So that is about the writer Satyajit Ray, okay? So let's move on. I hope all of you have your textbook opened, children, on page number 41, Unit 5, The Mask. What do you mean by mask? Yes. Now, I would say from last 1.5 years, most of us have become very cautious. The word mask has become so viral among us, no? So everybody is wearing mask because of coronavirus, because of the pandemic that started. But uh, are we talking about that mask in this lesson? Basically, I'm just giving you the meaning for the word mask. See, children, mask is a covering, okay? It is a covering for all over the face or just part of the face. The mask that we are wearing now to protect ourselves from the pandemic is just to cover our nose and mouth. But there are people who wear mask. Okay, what sort of a mask? To cover the full face as well. Okay, let me repeat that for you. Mask is what? Mask is a covering for all or just part of the face, worn as a disguise. What do you mean by disguise? To hide your identity or to amuse, means um, to shock somebody, okay, or to frighten others or to scare somebody. If you see, if you've gone to these fairs and all, okay, what do you mean by fairs? They say in Kannada, Jatre. Okay, so when you have gone to such fairs and all, you see people will be selling masks, uh, a mask which is of a human face, mask which is of a cartoon face, mask which is of an animals, like that. There are a few masks which actually scare people, and there are funny masks like cartoon masks that you wear it to wear it in order to make fun, okay? Or sometimes you wear a mask as a disguise. For example, the robbers who come to rob in the night, do you think they will come with their face opened? Definitely no. They'll come with their face covered with the full mask, which is to cover their identity. Okay, so mask refers to these many types of mask. But what sort of a mask is this lesson going to be about? Because the topic itself says the mask. So, what is this mask going to be about, children? Okay, so that is what we are going to read and understand in this lesson. Okay, children? Okay, let me start then. Before I could start, children, there are a lot of characters that will come in this lesson. So please don't get confused. Be focused. Have a pencil in your hand. Wherever you get the character's name, please underline those characters so that you will not get confused. Let me start page number 41. Feluda or Pradosh Chandra Mitter is an amateur sleuth who is a character in a series of Bengali detective fiction novels and short stories which were written by Satyajit Ray. He makes his first appearance in this story. Thopse is Feluda's cousin and the narrator of the story. He accompanies Feluda on all his adventures. Feluda and Thopse are on a holiday in Darjeeling when this incident occurs. Okay, so Feluda, also called as Pradosh Chandra Mitter, is an amateur sleuth. Amateur sleuth means a person who does the work of a detective because he is interested in it and not because it is his job. See, we know detectives. Okay, who are detectives, children? Who go spy and who go find out uh, information and come. Okay, so here, amateur sleuth, uh, when I told you a detective means there are professional detectives. Okay, so who get paid for their job, but there are few detectives who do it because it is their passion. They don't get paid for it and all just because they are interested. They do the spy work. Okay, so Feluda or Pradosh Chandra Mitter, okay, is an amateur sleuth. That is the introduction given to his profession. Who is he? He is a spy, a detective, okay, and he is also a character in a series of Bengali detective fiction novels. So, Satyajit Ray wrote lot of fiction novels, okay, most of it are detective fiction novels, and in those novels, he had Feluda as a main character, okay, and in this also. So, uh, which were written by Satyajit Ray. Okay, but in the story, Feluda is appearing for the first time, and along with Feluda, there is another character by name Thopse. Who is Thopse? He is Feluda's cousin. Okay, and who is the narrator of the story, who is actually telling us this story. Okay, his name is Topsy, Feluda's cousin. So who accompanied Feluda accompanied uh, Topsy on all his adventures. What do you mean by adventures? See, if your job is a spy job, detective job, you have to go to different places to find out different things. So your life will be like an adventure. So wherever Feluda went to find out things on his adventure, Topsy accompanied him. Okay, so Feluda and Topsy are on a holiday in Darjeeling when this incident occurs. So, I think this in this story they are going to um, tell us about some incident which is taken place in Darjeeling. Okay, so Topsy and Feluda are two main characters. Feluda is a detective, Topsy is his cousin. So they both are on a holiday and on on a holiday in Darjeeling. And when they are in Darjeeling, there is some incident that occurs, and that incident is being narrated in this lesson. I hope all of you understood so far. So please underline the characters Feluda, Thopsy. Okay? Well, let me move on. I had accidentally overheard a disturbing conversation between Rajan Babu and a friend of his when I was sitting in the mall and had reported to Feluda that there seemed to be something to investigate. Okay, so the story starts like this. I, who was I here? Topsy, because he is narrating the story to us. So, Topsy had been to a mall, and while he was sitting there, he heard two people's very disturbing conversation. So, who was that two people? Rajan Babu, another character here now. Please underline Rajan Babu and his friend. They were also sitting in a mall and they were having a conversation. So Topsy overheard means while they were talking, he just overheard their conversation. And while they were having that conversation, Topsy felt there is something wrong in the uh, conversation. There is something wrong between them, who Rajan Babu and his friend. So immediately, what did Topsy do? He reported it to Feluda. Okay, so he told Feluda, I had been to a mall and I overheard Rajan Babu and his friend's conversation, and it was very disturbing. I think we need to investigate the case. So that is how the story starts. Okay, well, Rajan Babu, an amiable old man, was living a peaceful retired life in Darjeeling. Recently, he had taken in a paying guest, Tinkori Babu, on the recommendation of a dear friend. Tinkori Babu had a special weakness for Chirot, and before moving on to Rajan Babu's house, he had made sure that Rajan Babu had no objection to it. Okay, so now they are giving the introduction to Rajan Babu's character. What sort of a man was Rajan Babu? Rajan Babu was an amiable old man. Amiable means very friendly, very good natured man. And he was also a very old man and he was retired. Retired means, say, somewhere about 58 to 60 years old man. So he was retired and living a very peaceful life in Darjeeling. Okay. So recently he had taken in a paying guest, Tinkori Babu. What do you mean by paying guest? Paying guest means somebody who pays and stays there. Uh, for example, there are students, there are people who go out of their places to work, to study and all. They don't have a house, no? So what do? They stay in a PG. They say PG, paying guest. So you pay there, you get your food, you get your shelter, uh, all that you get. It's just that your family, you're away from your family. Okay. So what happened, since Rajan Babu was an old man and he was staying all alone, he had taken somebody as a paying guest by name Tinkori Babu. Please underline his name as well. On the recommendation of a dear friend. So how can he just take a man into his house? That's not possible and it's not safe as well, children. So what happened? Rajan Babu's friend, one of Rajan Babu's friend recommended that that he takes Tinkori Babu as a paying guest. Okay, but Tinkori Babu had a special weakness for Chirot. What do you mean by special weakness? Special liking, very fond of. Okay, Chirot means cigarette. Okay, a kind of cigar. And before moving on to Rajan Babu's house, he had made sure that Rajan Babu had no objection to it. That's true, no? Now, when you're going as a paying guest into somebody's house, you cannot go do whatever you feel like. there is set of instruction, there is set of limitation that you should know and you should have. Okay, and now because I am going as a paying guest to Rajan Babu's house, I cannot go there and smoke and have fun there. So that is why Tinkori Babu, what did he do? He made sure that Rajan Babu knew that Tinkori Babu had a special weakness that he cannot stay without cigars. So when Rajan Babu heard that Tinkori Babu had this weakness, he was okay with it. Okay, he said that's fine. Uh, that I'm okay with that. So he made sure that Rajan Babu did not have any objection, and only then Tinkori Babu got into Rajan Babu's house. Okay, children. Well, I am done with page number 41. Let's move on to page number 42 now. Okay, children. So we have come across four characters as of now. Who? Feluda, his cousin Topsy, Rajan Babu, and Tinkori Babu. Okay, now let's move on to page number 42. A few days ago, Rajan Babu had received a threatening letter by post. It had words not written but cut out from newspapers and books. Be prepared to pay for your sins, is all that it said. When we visited Rajan Babu to inquire about it, Feluda asked, "Have you a reason to suspect anyone?" "Absolutely not. I don't remember harming anyone any time." Okay, so uh, everything is fine now. Rajan Babu has taken Tinkori Babu as a paying guest. After all that, a few days after that, Rajan Babu received a letter, a threatening letter. Threatening means edurso anta letter. What letter was it? What was written in the letter? It was not written, but it was the cutout from newspapers and books. The message was this much: be prepared to pay for your sins, is all that it said. What do you mean by be prepared to pay for your sins? um, Means that he's done something wrong and somebody is sending a letter to scare him that they are going to harm him for what he has done. So when Rajan Babu received this letter, he was really disturbed because Rajan Babu was a very good man, a very old man, in fact, and very good man by nature. So, see, that is what it says. So, when uh, when Faluda got to know this, he inquired Rajan Babu. He went there. He visited Rajan Babu and he inquired, uh, "Do you suspect anybody that they have sent such kind of a letter to you?" So Rajan Babu says, "Absolutely not. I don't remember harming anyone anytime." So he's telling, "Definitely, I have not harmed anybody anytime. So I'm wondering who has written such kind of a letter to me, and it is really very disturbing to me." So he's expressing his feeling to Feluda. Okay, now Feluda has started his investigation. So what is he asking? "Does anyone visit you regularly?" That was the first question Feluda asked. Okay, so Rajan Babu says, "Well, I don't get too many visitors. Dr. Phony Mitra comes occasionally only when I am ill." So he says, "I don't have much visitors, okay, but there is one doctor by name Phony Mitra who comes to visit me, and that too only when I am ill he comes." Okay. After some investigation, Feluda said to me, "Dr. Phony Mitra could be one of the one who sent the letter because he seems to be in need of money. As he doesn't have a good practice, a letter like this would make Rajan Babu afraid and make him ill. And if that happened, he would naturally go to the doctor." See how Feluda thinks, you see. So when he got to know it was Dr. Phony Mitra who comes to visit, He did few investigations, and then he says to, and then he comes to a conclusion. It could be doctor who would have sent this letter. But why? See, if you are a doctor, if you just do a degree, you cannot become a doctor. You should do lot of practice. See, if you have visited the government hospitals, children, the hospital will have a senior doctor surrounded by a number of trainee doctors who will actually learn from the senior doctor how they treat people, what sort of a medicines they prescribe, all that they will learn. That's called practice. Okay, so you should have a good practice to become a good doctor. Okay, so Feluda understood that Dr. Phoni Mitra doesn't have a good practice to be a good doctor. So maybe that is why he has written this letter to Rajan Babu, because if he writes such letter to Rajan Babu, definitely he will become scared. And once he is scared, he will fall ill. So when you fall ill, naturally you will go to a doctor to take treatment. So that way you can make money from the patient. So Feluda uh, comes to a conclusion. Maybe it is Dr. Phoni Mitra who's written the letter so that he can make money from Rajan Babu. Okay, understood? I hope you all are understanding. Yes. So now he's asking, is anybody else who comes to visit you, Rajan Babu? Who's asking? Philoda. So Rajan Babu says, the second person who visited Rajan Babu often was Mr. Goshal, an expert in antiques. Of late, Rajan Babu had developed an interest in antiques and curios and collected many masks, daggers, and old paintings. So there is another person who visited Rajan Babu recently. Who was that? Mr. Goshal. So he was an expert in antiques. What do you mean by antiques, children? Antiques means very old and very valuable things. If you see, if you happen to go to few houses, no, they would have collected few antiques and kept as a showpiece in their house. Alegal, the radios, Alegal, the paintings, something like that. Okay, they would have collected it and they would have kept it in the house. As it becomes old, they call it as antiques. Okay, well, so how come this Mr. Goshal and Rajan Babu had become friends? See, Mr. Goshal was an expert in collecting the antiques, and of late, means recently, Rajan Babu also developed an interest in collecting such antiques. So, both of them met in a common place where they buy the antiques. So, that is how they both know each other. So, with that reason, Mr. Goshal was coming and visiting Rajan Babu. Okay, so what did they do? They collected many masks. Now we came across the word mask. So what sort of a mask? Yes, children, if you go to page number 41, you can see there are two masks which is being displayed in the showcase there. Okay, so those kind of masks. So they had collected masks, daggers, and a small pocket knife. Okay, and old paintings. So both of them had collected such things because both of them had that interest. So with that reason, Mr. Goshal was another person who visited Rajan Babu recently. Okay, well, let me continue. Tinkori Babu thought Goshal was a crook. I don't trust him at all. He pretends to be interested in antiques, art and antiques, but I think what he really wants is to buy them cheap here and sell them to foreigners at a much higher rate. Tinkori Babu had told Feluda when we met him in the coffee shop the next day. So what happened when Feluda was investigating the case, Tinkori Babu next day meets Feluda in a coffee shop and he tells, I think it is not Mr. Uh, Dr. Phoni Mitra, the culprit, but I guess it is Mr. Goshal. Why? Because I feel he was the crook. crook means a dishonest person, because what he does is he collects all the arts and antiques, and what he does, I think he doesn't have any interest in collecting them and keeping them in the house. But what I feel is he buys them for a cheap price here and he sell them to the foreigner at a much higher price. You see, foreigners are very interested in such antiques more than we Indians, more than our Indian paintings, other antique things and all. Foreigners are very interested. So Tinkori Babu says Faluda, so it is Mr. Goshal, because he's not interested in collecting it to keep it for himself, but he wants to make money out of it. He is selling it to the foreigners so that he can make money. So that is what Tinkori Babu feels. So it is not Dr. Phony Mitra, but Mr. Goshal is the crook. So this he goes and tells Feluda the next day in the coffee shop. But why do you think Tinkori Babu is giving his suggestion here? That is because now he is also staying. Tinkori Babu is staying in Rajan Babu's house. So definitely he will have some sort of concern, alva. So that is why he went and gave his suggestion to Feluda, who is investigating the case. Yes, children. Well, I stopped there. 10th paragraph. I stopped there. Okay. So we shall continue in the next class, children. Okay. So homework for you is read the lesson. Okay. I have finished till the 10th paragraph. I will continue in the next class, but homework is read the lesson. Okay. Very interesting lesson. You have this lesson for your essay 1. Yes, very interesting lesson. There are a lot of characters, but I will continue this in the next class. I hope your next class will be the next Tuesday. But before that, I will send you another recorded class. So listen to the class so that we can finish off the lesson. Okay. Because Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you keep getting the other subjects. I guess Saturday you don't get any class. So Saturday, I will send you one more recorded class of the remaining lesson. Please listen to it, children. Okay. I finish your children. Thank you and have a nice day. Along with this recording, I'm also going to send you the textbook exercises PDF and classwork notes PDF. Please take it down, children. Once again, thank you. Have a nice day.